Welcome to Bindu Point's meditation class. This is the first class that I'm doing live stream on Facebook. And it is being broadcast through Zoom. I have a few regular faces that I see here all the time. And it's really nice to be supported and see your faces. So we are in this, I say I'm not going to use that word unprecedented times, since we use that word so much right now. Anyone's expectation, what we receive, it just doesn't match. Most of the time it's because we are not fully aware of how we are in tune with our mind. Our relationships to our mind is not fully developed. We know that we don't use the total capacity of our brain 100%, but and this is part of it. We are moving forward, not fully being aware of the power of creativity that is held behind our thoughts, behind our emotions, behind our intentions. We all have the same amount of creative power, and it's like having a two-point sword in your hand and not knowing how to use it. And while you turning around this knife, you get to cut yourself. And so why I invite you to come and sit to meditate is because when we find one space within ourselves that we can connect ourselves with, if we can bring our awareness in one point, and embody that one point, it's like being fully established in that one point of awareness, which is an internal experience. It's an internal allowing, it's internal surrender. When we are able to learn to sit and develop and establish in that one space, what happens, we become really magnetized. We're being pulled magnetically to this central channel internally inside of us, pulling all of our awareness in our own inner experience to really start to have a relationship with the parameters of the awareness that this internal sitting provides for us. My heart really goes out to so many people right now in the world that are having really tremendously very, very hard time. And I truly believe all of us are having our own challenges. And yet here in the Western world, in the United States, or in just the Western world, we're still more privileged. We truly are privileged. And no matter the hardship that we're going in, it helps to really to pull yourself out of your own personal problems and start to looking at it from a global perspective, from a bigger perspective. This helps us to find steps and ways to move forward, being equipped with more energy, more power, more clarity. And meditation is nothing new. It's an ancient practice. To me, meditation is actually our most natural state. Meditation is our most natural state. I want you to really embrace that, what it means to have meditation to be your most natural state of being. And so it is nothing that you need to acquire from outside. It is nothing that you need to really do. What we need to do is actually stop doing and resting, lessening activities, not only the physical activity, which is when we sit, we're lessening the physical activity. And then as we're tuning in and going deeper, we're starting to lessen the activity of the thoughts, lessening it. And you may say, well, I can't do that because as soon as I close my eyes, there are all these thoughts that just like coming in, and I cannot find a place to rest. And I say, yeah, that's basically, it shows the state of our mind, how you move forward in life, having so much in your mind, having so much clutter in the mind that it just basically obscures everything, and it does not give any substantial power for anyone to move forward. So you just have to be diligent, having to have the desire to sit with what is. In this case, the uncomfortability of having so many thoughts in your mind, the anxiety, the thoughts, and the restlessness. Yes, those are there. You cannot bypass them. You have to sit with the restlessness at the beginning. You sit with it again and again until it starts to soften. It starts to lessen. The restlessness becomes a little bit more manageable. You just stay with what is. The chaotic mind is just like a child having a tantrum. You know, it's a child is falling down, it's hurt their knee, it's really hurting, they're in pain and they're screaming, and then they're not going to let go of the fact that they were hurt and they need to be heard. The pain needs to go away, and how dare that this pain occurred. The tantrum. So what is an adult, a mother or a father, or an adult to do for this child? You cannot beat this child up because they're throwing a tantrum. And most probably you're going to hold space. You're going to possibly create a space for the child, maybe in your arms, maybe on your lap, maybe in front of you, and you just hold space. You allow the tantrum to come and reverberate until the child starts to become quiet. The same thing is with you sitting in a meditation and you have all these thoughts attacking you. You stay with these thoughts. Let them attack you without trying to get away, without trying to change, without trying to manipulate, without trying to judge. You just stay present. You stay continuously present for what is. And I guarantee you, it starts to ease off. It starts to get easier and easier. Our problems, the way we're conditioned, is that when we don't like something, an experience or anything, we immediately want to push it away. We don't want it. And that in that pushing away, what we're doing is that we are cutting away the wisdom that this experience is going to give us. Yes, it's going to be painful and uncomfortable at the beginning, but then what it does, it cooks you. It churns you into a person that has more of a capacity to sit in life, to face everything that is coming at you, or you attracting it to yourself by default. There's, in meditation, I always invite people to just, you come in and you sit and you relax and you start to let go. You start to peel off layers. You start to peel off layers and layers and layers by not pushing things away, by actually holding space for them. And so what we're going to do, I'm going to guide you into a meditation in a few moments. And it's important that you realize that this is not it's not a right thing or a wrong thing. the experiences you're going to have, that you're doing it a right way or a wrong way. Everything is valid. Even the wrong ways gives us directions. So we need to really reconcile and let go of judgment here. And you, guess what? You will go in and judge again and again and again and again. But your job should be, when you're moving into the mind that starts to chatter and starts to make judgment, your job will be just to observe it. Watch the judgment come and go. That's like part of the holding space for the tantrum. You just let the thoughts come and go, and without judgment. What you're doing, you're giving allowance for a clusters of thought forms that are tight, they're retention, and they need to work themselves out. They need to be taught themselves out. It's energy. You cannot get rid of it. You cannot, if you can stay in denial and ignorance of it, you can push it away, but it's not going to go away because it's your energy, it's your thoughts, it's your cluster of thoughts. So these clusters of thoughts, when you hold space, when you sit and you allow these clusters of thoughts of restlessness come in, and you only sit and you just observe, what you're doing, you're allowing the tension, the cluster starts to loosens up, and the thoughts starts to have more freedom to move. You allow the thought work itself out. Just very much like a firecracker when you turn it on and then it spins, and then it just dies off. That's the approach, what we want to do, to let the thought work itself out. And then when that happens and you're in the observation mode in a meditation, then suddenly your awareness touches empty space. That empty space, you want to take a notice of it. And that's the empty space that we want to accumulate, expand, stretch, deepen in accumulation of meditation as you're coming in again and again. That will happen naturally. Meditation is also amazingly how our psyche is just so intricately wise and intelligent. It's when you're meditating, there's all sorts of integration that is happening from different levels of the mind. Because we have different levels of a mind, we are multidimensional beings. But we're not aware of all the layers of the mind. We're more connected to the physical limitations of this physical world, and our awareness and our consciousness goes beyond the limitations of the physical world, which we are, that expansion of consciousness and awareness. And in meditation, what's happening is you're starting to create a relationship with yourself. You're starting to create a relationship with your inner circuitry. You're starting creating a relationship to touch these subtle layers of awareness inside of you. Subtle, the parameters of your awareness, the parameters of your consciousness, which is actually quite limitless. But we limit it through our judgment, through our habitual patterns, through our way of conditioning, or how the consensus reality is. And so freedom, which is something that when we look back in our history, in our own lives, we see that how much sacrifices there has been to gain freedom. And you're looking at this in a human evolutionary history, the wars that has occurred, the sacrifices, it's all been for freedom, physical freedom, mental freedom, emotional freedom, spiritual freedom. And so as we are evolving now as human beings, we're starting to gain and start to embody the power of our creativity, power of our mind, power of our emotions and all, we need to become more equipped with the with all these tools that we have. And meditation gives us that. It's like, how could just me sitting and not doing anything and not thinking about anything help me? I have so much things to do. I have so much to worry about. We do all these things, but we give so much. There, I don't want to open up a whole new can of worms to move out, but there's so much that is within this container. So we're going to go ahead and start meditating. So find yourself a comfortable position, but not too comfortable like lying down, because this is not a lying down meditation. You don't lie down, that's more before sleep meditation. We want to be actually staying as awake as possible. The important thing is, the first thing, that your spine is straight. So from top of your head to the base of your spine, you want it to be straight. You could be seated, you could be sitting in samadhi. And if you're sitting on a chair, you want both your legs, your feet touch the ground. Don't cross them. And then you want to make sure that the spine is straight. And what's going to happen throughout the meditation, your spine, you may move into its habitual pattern. You may squelch. Your neck may move to a side or up or down. You know, it's a process. Meditation is a process. We will come back and realign ourselves time to time to maintain the flow, the channel, the open channel. And this is one of the most important channels of our existence, which is called the Sushumna. It's this pathway that connects us to heaven and to earth. It is the divine resonance that comes into the body. It is actually the I am presence. Your I am presence is coming into the body, and it goes out from the base of your spine. Actually, it goes into the earth. This is your central channel. You cannot avoid your central channel. This is a place where we want to create relationship with your central channel. You need to embody your body. That means becoming aware of your awareness in this body, becoming acquainted with the full parameter of the entire inner landscape of our existence. So initially, meditation can be done with eyes open, but initially we're going to do it with eyes closed. So go ahead and close your eyes if you haven't already. Your spine is straight, and then you're turning your gaze inward. Knowing that there is really nothing that you need to analyze, nothing that you need to figure out. Just relax. Staying present, start to take a scan of your internal alignment, your central channel. Your head, your neck, your body, and the central channel that runs through it. Knowing that everything else can wait for the next 20 minutes. That you have time to go back to your worries, should you wish to. Right now, we start to withdraw, surrender, and deepen. So now connect yourself to your breath. Observing your breath. And as you take an inhale and you exhale, let go of everything that keeps you away from being fully present in your body right now. Our minds can be very stubborn. And the relationship that we create internally strengthens your will to turn your attention away from your thoughts to your breathing. And then pull your awareness now to your face. Pull your awareness and your breath to the top of your head, to the scalp of your skin, and start to relax it, letting go of tensions held through your tissues. As the thoughts start to dissolve, and when the thoughts are arising, you just observe them. Surrendering into fully letting go of tension can be challenging because we're so used to holding on to so much tension. So it's like unlearning. Then bring your awareness to your forehead and start to relax your forehead. Releasing tension as if your entire forehead just stretches open. All projections dissolve. It's like you're softening. And then start to relax your eyes and your eye sockets. If any emotions rise, just stay. Don't push anything away. Stay in deep absorption. Absorption of yourself. You're going to relax your cheeks, your jawline, and relaxing your mouth. Noticing if the thoughts come in. That is okay. Observe your thoughts. Start to notice that you are the ones having thoughts, not the other way around. We go in life believing that our thoughts own us. We generated these thoughts. Even though most of our thoughts are from our elders, we have incorporated these thoughts. And so knowing the power that you have thoughts, so you can have the power to direct your awareness either to your thoughts or to sensations of relaxation. And that's what we're doing now. Relaxing, staying fully awake in this body. Deeply listening as you bring your awareness more back into the body as you drop your shoulders, your chest arises, allowing yourself to be more open. And then pull your awareness to the sensation of your breathing. As if you're sitting at the edge of your breath and riding the sensations of a long, slow exhale and a long, slow inhale. It's like finding yourself being absorbed in your sensation of your breath. Deeply relaxed. You're allowing your awareness to land, to rest on the sensations of your breath. Really touching the subtle nuances of the sensations of your breathing. Like you're quieting down to start to listen deeper. Awake in the body. Being magnetically pulled towards your central channel, riding the waves of your breath. Everything else can wait. This relationship has to occur, deepen, nourish, and flourish. If thoughts coming in, worries coming in, that's okay. Just watch your thoughts from the observer's point of view. Is that awareness within you that sits way, way in the back in observation. That is where we are pointing towards. Now we're going to go deeper. On your next breath, drop your breath all the way down into your belly. Let your belly expand so your belly gets filled with your breath. Allow your awareness now drop into your belly and expand. Allowing your awareness the freedom to expand in your inner spaciousness. If you have a tendency to fall asleep, that could happen. Just pull your focus back to your breathing. Your breath has to be in the body. Your awareness following your breath to the spherical space of your belly as your awareness expands in your inner spaciousness. Staying with what is. If there's that tendency to want to break away, a tendency when thoughts are viciously coming in, or wanting to twitch and move, just observe the need to do and yet stay put, stay connected to your breath, the inflow and outflow of your breath as your awareness goes all the way to the bottom of your belly. Letting your awareness just touch empty space inside of you. Becoming aware now of your hips. Become aware of the seat beneath you. Becoming aware of that contact. And yet rested, relaxed. And then from your seat beneath you, becoming aware of the ground and then the earth. Our beautiful globe. Becoming aware of the earth through your root chakra, the base of your spine, as your awareness tickles down from your root into the earth, grounding yourself, re-establishing your connection to earth, as if you were a tree and you have all this lush, beautiful, thick root system beneath you that's deeply penetrated into the earth. Reminding you of that your body is of the earth's, is made up of the same fabric. Now learning that earth would be the greatest healer. That this relationship between you and earth is a must. Establishing in your own spirit, becoming more connected to your soul. The earth's connection is required. Otherwise, you didn't need to be in this physical body. So if you have a physical body, we celebrate its connection to earth. There's this union that occurs when you're just so open to surrender to earth. There's this liberation, great support that you receive the same connection back from earth to you. And then again, pulling your awareness back into your central channel. Connecting yourself back to your breath. The breath that occupies the fullness of the belly. Letting this groundedness give us a sense of clarity, a sense of security, a safety. And everything else can be established on top of these. But first, we need to have a foundation. We need to revisit this space to strengthen that matrix connects you to your own matrix internally, and from there to earth. And when we're deeply established in one place, then we can be everywhere. Now taking 2-3 direct breaths to start to transition. And then when you're ready, you can open your eyes. I'd like to hear from you. You don't have to say any comments or ask any questions. Actually, on contrary, if you like, you can continue, go back in and continue if you like to do that. If you have any comments or any questions, go ahead and unmute yourself. Well, thank you so much for participating, for being here. Denise says it was beautiful and very helpful. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming, Denise. And you're so welcome. Just planning. There's going to be all sorts of new programs coming up. Most probably, I'm going to probably repeat this at least for the next 2 weeks again, until come up with another schedule of sort between the center and virtual. As time comes, we'll be clear about that. I'm very grateful you attended. At 4 o'clock, we have another meditation on Zoom with Aaron. That's also free if you'd like to join. We have anywhere from 3 to 4 classes per day, except Sundays right now. They're all virtual. We have yoga, we have Tai Chi, and few meditation classes and few breath works. If you'd like to join in, we would love to have you. Thank you so much. Please be loving to yourself. Learn to love yourself by helping yourself heal from all the wounds that keeps you in self-judgment and self-loathing. We need to heal ourselves so we can be the conduit channel of light, of healing for all of us. We're all in this together. It is not them or us. We're all in this together. Thank you so much. Have a lovely day.
Thank you. Thank you. That was a beautiful experience. Thanks a lot.
So wonderful that you had a wonderful experience. Thank you.
Enjoy it.
Thank you.
Have a happy Mother's
Day. Support.
I said, have a happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there too.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Oh yeah, it's tomorrow. Oh my God. Happy Mother's Day, everybody.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone. Mother's Day to everyone.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Have a lovely day. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.